Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Okay, so hello, I'm trying something a little bit different out today. It's gonna be pretty fun. And yeah, this guy's gonna be a little bit for beginners, sort of. If you haven't played the game too much, you're a little bit confused about all the guns. Fortnite adds new guns constantly, and it may get a little confusing for beginners, so I'm just here to give some tips and how to use most guns. Okay, first we're gonna start. Okay, keep with me. First we're gonna start off with the normal assault rifles and the scores. These are just your typical short to medium range gun. Just make sure to do not hold down the fire button, or else the accuracy will get really bad. It's not too bad, but like try to keep it so like you tap it like not too often, but not too little. Next, we have the bursts. Make sure you use the one-shot accuracy for this gun, which basically means the little reticle in the middle of your screen. If you zoom in, it will kind of like shrink to the size a little bit, and then it will be way more accurate. Next, we got the thermal and the scope. They're more long range. Can't really auto fire. They're more of the snipers, but I wouldn't recommend using them if you have a sniper. Next, or FAMASs, which are basically the same thing but burst. And yeah, they're accurate. They put a decent amount of damage. Just make sure you use one shot accuracy. And suppress score is my favorite weapon in the game. Like, amazing weapon in the game, I gotta say. But a lot of people think they suck because they use auto fire. You never use auto fire. You gotta tap your fire button like basically. I'm gonna use my hand. Tap, 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 tap. Yeah. Or if you have a really good trigger finger, like never hold down on this gun. It sucks if you hold it down. It has terrible accuracy if you hold it down. But if you just like click it, like boop, 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 then it will do good. Now we got SMGs. Close range, they're pretty good. Just make sure you hit the headshots. Make sure you try to hit the headshots. Also, you should probably not zoom in on them if they're at close range, because it'll just limit your mobility and you won't be able to move around as much. Okay, now we move on to pistols. Now we got the normal pistol, which it's a pistol game, short to medium range. If you're using it at medium range, then definitely use one tap accuracy or one shot accuracy. Suppressed pistols, they're really good at close range and long range. Well, they're okay at long range, just if you use one tap accuracy. And sorry about my clip, it is a little bit messed up for some reason. But, yeah. Suppressed pistols, really good at close and medium range. If you use them at long range, it's not impossible to hit people, but just make sure you use one tap accuracy. And hand cannons, right now, in my opinion, one of the most OP things in the game. These things, you basically just hit your shots. They do a crazy amount of damage. They can one tap wooden structures. And if you hit it, and yeah, it's basically all. They're good at short. They're not great at short range. They're really good at medium to long range. Okay, then we move on to shotguns. Tactical shotguns. They okay, this part's gonna get a little bit tricky, so just keep with me. Okay, so tactical shotguns. They are good at short to mid range, but if you get to like short mid range, they're decent, but they don't put the highest damage output. Pump shotguns recently got a buff, so they are amazing at short range. They do like 50 damage at short mid range. And they can one shot people. If you hit them in the head close range, they could do 200 damage, and you could kill them in one shot. It's pretty good. Then we're moving on to heavy shotguns. They are basically tacs, but they are amazing at short mid-range. They have a very consistent damage output. And some people prefer pumps with the more get up in your face action. And the heavy shotgun, and people prefer the heavy shotgun to just like, it does decent amount of damage, but you don't have to get up close to them. Then we got sniper rifles, hunting rifle. Basically, a bolt action does a little bit less damage, but reloads quicker and doesn't have a scope on it. Bolt actions, they are a sniper rifle that does a decent amount of damage, like pretty good amount of damage. It does 105 for a shot. It reloads a little bit slowly. So, like, you're gonna have to take a break in between each shot. And another thing to point out, snipers have a thing called bullet arc. Some of you may know what that is, some of you may not. It's basically when you fire, your bullets kind of curve down a little bit. So, yeah, no tips for that. You're just gonna have to get used to that using sniper rifles. Then heavy snipers, pretty good to pretty OP, but they're not so OP. Yeah, so heavy snipers, they have a really long reload time. Oh yeah, forgot to mention all these sniper rifles can only hold one bullet. But this heavy sniper, really long reload time, ridiculously long. Like about 2 times longer about the bolt action, but this thing does heavy damage. It can one-shot any type of structure. It does 150 damage for a shot and 350 for a headshot, which is more health than anyone can have. And along with the bolt action, the pump, the heavy sniper is the only weapon that can one-shot someone with full shield and full health. Okay, the minigun. This thing is a beast at destroying large structures and one-on-ones. If you're ever at the point where you're in a build battle with someone, then this thing is amazing. People cannot keep up with it, and if they can, they run out materials so fast if you use it against them. It does 16 damage and it fires really fast, so it's pretty good. If you're holding an SMG and you find a minigun, I would honestly trade it out for it. I got 2 explosive weapons. Okay, we got a rocket launcher. Fire this thing at the ground. Never try to aim it for a body, because half of the time, these rocket launchers are really easy to kill yourself with. Like, really easy to kill yourself with. And so try to fire at the ground. Like, if someone's building a wall, then try to fire around the wall, because this thing does splash damage. Basically meaning if you hit the ground, it has a little damage radius, and if you're caught in that damage radius, it does the amount of damage. And yeah, just don't aim this thing at a person, because they can just build a wall in front of them, and then it'll hit you, and then you'll die. Next we got a grenade launcher. One of my favorite type guns. Pretty fun. And try to build a stair up in front of yourself, then shoot a nade on top of the stair if someone's in a 1x1 in front of you, because that way the nade will bounce off the stair. And go into their base. Pretty good. Quad launcher. Basically, a rocket launcher does a little less damage. And like, it also has a bullet arc for some reason. Even though it's a rocket launcher, it has a bullet arc. It's kind of weird, but yeah. And if you do that thing, it's like the rocket launcher that's really good at long range, because the bullets travel faster than normal. So they're pretty good to hit people at long range. And next we are going to move into grenades and traps, which is not going to take too long, but yeah, let's do it. Okay, sorry guys, I am using the same clip, but it really doesn't matter. Okay, so here we go. Grenades. Okay. The list I have pulled up does not have all the grenades, so I'm gonna have to try to do this off memory. Okay, so I got the regular grenade, which is just a grenade from a grenade launcher, except it's not fired out of a gun. We got dynamite, basically really good at destroying structures. Try to throw it lower to the ground and hold it in a little bit to cook it, so you can throw it at the ground. It's pretty good at destroying bases. Then we got the boogie bomb, which basically when you throw it at someone, it makes them dance and they cannot fire their gun until they stop dancing or you shoot them. So just be warned, try to get a good damage shot with like a shotgun or something before you hit them. Like, just make sure you get a good damage shot. Just make sure you got a good damage shot, because as soon as you do a little bit of damage, they'll come right out of the dance and they can feel free to shoot you. So if you like hit them for like a 20 with a pistol, then like they'll just come out of it and probably like one pump you, which isn't good. Don't remember. Oh, then we got stink bombs. Stink bombs now. Stink bombs, they're weird. If someone's trapping themselves in a little box in a 1x1, and you throw like 3 of these things in, they can melt. That's honestly the only thing they're good for if someone's camping in a 1x1. Then we got traps. We have the damage trap, which basically just place it. Don't run into it unless it's your own. Does 150 damage. And yeah. So don't just place it on a ceiling, floor, or wall. We got launch pad, which is we got a launch pad. Basically, place it down and it lets you redeploy your glider again. We got a mounted turret, and the last, I think, item, sorry if I missed a couple, but the last item is a mounted turret. Place it on the ground, and you can fire from it. It's really OP. Only problem is you're really vulnerable from your backside. So when you place it down, try to cover your back. So yeah, hope you liked it. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys found this helpful. And yeah, so hopefully you guys are good. Hope you found you helpful. Hope you're just a little bit better at Fortnite now. The only way to really get better is to practice a lot. So yeah, see you guys in the next one. Bye.